In a cozy little room, filled with books and toys, lived a curious child named Leo. Leo loved stories more than anything. One rainy afternoon, tucked away in a dusty corner of the attic, Leo found something truly magical. It wasn't a toy or a game. It was a book, but not just any book. This one shimmered with a soft golden light, its cover warm to the touch. It had no title, just a single glowing keyhole on the front. As Leo's fingers traced the outline, a tiny key tied to a ribbon bookmark slipped out. With a click, the book opened, and a whirlwind of sparkling words lifted off the pages, dancing in the air. The first page showed a vibrant, enchanted forest. As Leo read the words aloud, in a land of whispering trees and singing flowers, the room began to change. The walls melted away, replaced by towering ancient trees with leaves of every color. The carpet turned into soft, mossy ground, and the air smelled of honey and rain. Leo was no longer in the attic. He was inside the story. He giggled and ran through the forest, chasing giggling sprites and listening to the trees whisper secrets. It was the most wonderful adventure. But when he finally returned to his room, something was different. His favorite red crayon, the one he used for drawing dragons, was now a dull, plain gray. A little bit of his favorite color had vanished. Leo didn't mind too much. The magic was too exciting. The next day, he opened the book to a new page. This one told of a kingdom in the clouds, where castles floated on fluffy white pillows and rainbows were solid bridges. As he read, he felt himself lift off the ground, floating up, up, up into the sky. He soared with graceful sky whales and slid down rainbow slides, the wind whistling past his ears. The feeling of pure joy was overwhelming. When he landed back in his room, heart still racing with excitement, he tried to remember the song his grandma sang to him every night, but he couldn't. The happy memory, once so clear, was now just a faint echo, lost among the clouds. A little worried now, Leo hesitated before opening the book again. The pull of adventure was too strong. The third page showed a deep, glowing ocean filled with friendly sea turtles and cities made of coral. He dove into the story, swimming through shimmering underwater caves and playing hide-and-seek with sparkling fish. He even learned to speak their bubbly language. But this time, when he returned, his own voice was gone. He opened his mouth to call for his mum, but only silence came out. Fear pricked at his heart. The magical book had given him incredible adventures, but it was taking parts of his real world in return. His color, his memory, and now his voice. The book lay open on his bed, its final page glowing brighter than ever. It described a world where every story was real, a place of endless magic where he could stay forever. He could be a knight, an explorer, a wizard, anything he wanted to be. He wouldn't have to worry about bedtime or chores. He could live inside the stories. For a moment, Leo was tempted. He looked at the glowing page, then around his own cozy room. He saw the drawing of his family on the wall, the lopsided clay dog he'd made, and the blanket his grandma had knitted for him. These things weren't as flashy as a sky whale or a coral castle, but they were his. They were real. He remembered the feel of his mum's hug, the sound of his dad's laughter, the warmth of the sun in his own backyard. The magical worlds were beautiful, but his real world was filled with something even more powerful: love. The book offered endless fantasy, but his life offered real connection. Staying in the story meant losing everything that truly made him, him. He knew what he had to do. With all his might, gathering a courage he didn't know he had, Leo pushed the book shut. It was the hardest thing he'd ever done. The golden light flickered, and with a soft sigh, the book closed. As the lock clicked shut, a single warm tear rolled down Leo's cheek. He opened his mouth, and a small sound came out. Mum. His voice was back. He looked at his crayon box. The red crayon was bright and vibrant once more. He thought about his grandma's song, and the melody filled his mind, clear and sweet. Everything was back. The magical book now looked like any other book, its glow completely gone. Leo placed it gently on his shelf. He knew he wouldn't open it again. The adventures had been amazing, but he had learned something important. The best stories aren't just the ones you read in a book. They are the ones you live with the people you love. His own life was the greatest adventure of all. From that day on, Leo still loved reading stories, but now he also loved creating his own, right here in his wonderful real world. And that was the most magical thing of all. Thanks for watching our story. Don't forget to follow for more adventures.